What's up, guys? My name is unCAGEDgamez. Welcome back to another video. Today we got another epic interview for you guys. Your boy's just interviewing everyone. If you guys enjoy these interviews, drop a thumbs up and let me know in the comments who should I interview next. Will it happen? Probably not, but you know what? We can try. So if you guys are enjoying these interviews, thumbs up and subscribe to our channel because a lot of epic videos are coming your way. But today we're interviewing the talented, the all-so-epic Samantha Win. You're probably familiar with her work because she has quite the resume. She's been in Amazon in the Wonder Woman movie and in Zack Snyder's Justice League. She's been a Kryptonian in Man of Steel. She's the Princess of Outworld Kitana in Mortal Kombat Legacy. And now she's a zombie killing machine named Chambers in the new Army of the Dead movie. Samantha, what have you not done?
A lot of things. Skydiving.
Oh, okay. How are you doing?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Of course. Now, if you guys don't know, she's in a lot of awesome projects, and one of her new ones is Army of the Dead. Could you tell the viewers what Army of the Dead is if they don't know already?
Army of the Dead is the latest Zack Snyder film, which is an action heist thriller, a zombie movie, a comedy, and a heartfelt father-daughter story, all wrapped up into one epic where a team of mercenaries have to undergo a heist inside of a zombie-infested Las Vegas. So I think you guys can imagine how that goes down.
Wow, that sounds amazing. I've seen the trailers and I was already super stoked, especially with the actors in this movie. We got Dave Bautista, we got Hiroyuki Sanada. Oh my god,
I was just gonna say,
so good. And he just finished wrapping up a film, a little small film, little small thing, Mortal Kombat. You know,
yes.
Have you seen it? Have you seen the new Mortal Kombat?
I have. I finally got in. I tried like 3 or 4 times, but it was sold out in the theaters near me, which amazing. I'm so happy for them. But yes, I finally got in this weekend, and it's no surprise to me that he's my favorite. I could be biased because now I've got to work with him, but he's just legendary. How do you not admire him?
Exactly. So I guess we could start off with some fan questions. First question is relating to Hiroyuki Sanada. He played Scorpion in the new Mortal Kombat. The question is, if given the chance, would you pick up the fans again and step back in the Mortal Kombat universe as Kitana in the Mortal Kombat sequel?
Is that even a question? Duh. I mean, Kitana is such an iconic character, and it was an honor to play her the first time around. But now, I mean, it's been 8 to 10 years or so since I have. So I feel like I'd bring something new to the character, and it would be an honor to get to do that again. I did see her fans as like an Easter egg in the background. So I'm like, I have a feeling she'll be in the second sequel.
Yeah.
We shall see. I would be honored. And if that means I got to work with Hiroyuki again, then yes.
I could say that when I watched the Mortal Kombat Legacies, a web series, Samantha plays Kitana in that, and she does an amazing job. Like, we haven't seen proper Kitana on screen since like, what, 95? So seeing Kitana possibly played again by you in the sequel would be, I feel like it would be kind of dope. The next question is relating to the Army of Dead theme here. If you were stuck in a zombie apocalypse, what would be your weapon of choice?
Oh my god. I would probably say, just because I'm most familiar with it, like a Chinese broadsword, but probably double broadswords.
Oh.
Because there's so much you can do with that keeps a safe distance around you, while also like beheading. So you can actually, because a staff or a spear might get you the most distance. Yeah. But you can't kill the zombies with a staff. And a spear, you can only kill so many at a time, and they'd have to be perfectly in line for you to get multiple. But if you had some double broadswords on you, you could do some damage. So I think that would be it.
It seems like you thought of this question long and hard.
It sounded like I was more prepared for it than I really was. But
wow, all right, cool. This is an easy one. What was the last movie you watched?
Last movie I watched, Galaxy Quest, actually.
Ooh, okay. Yes. And how was that?
Well, that was from, I don't even remember when it was first released. It must have been like the 90s or early 2000s. Okay. Tim Allen on comedy in space, kind of with like the Star Trek world. It was so much fun. I guess that's a really random movie. Prior to that, it was Mortal Kombat.
Okay. Great movies. And now we're gonna get to my questions. So if you're ready, let's get into this. First question. You started off as stunt work, right? And then you transitioned into more of an acting position. Was your family supportive of you with this job, being a stunt worker and actress?
Yes, and I feel like I must have had the only Chinese dad in the world who was like, follow your dreams, do what you love. If school isn't that, it's okay. And I'm like, wow, this is not what my friends are experiencing. I feel very fortunate. So I am very lucky. I had extremely supportive parents, and I guess it's no surprise because when my dad first moved to Canada from Hong Kong, he was a drummer.
Oh,
he
wow.
was doing late night shows as a drummer in his tight bell bottoms and his fro. I don't know how he got it to that, but yeah, and my mom was a martial artist, cheerleader and librarian, all these things, but they both, I think, have always had very fun spirits, and they've both lived fully, and so they really encourage that for my brothers and myself. So that's something you can't choose. You can't pick your parents. So I know with that one, I got very lucky. Wow,
that's awesome. Yeah, my parents were not as supportive, but you know, they're on my side now, so that's good.
That's after you start making the money, they're like, oh,
yeah, you know what? Not bad. Yeah. So this next question is, you have, like I said, been in some pretty big movies like Zack Snyder's Justice League, you know, Man of Steel, Mortal Kombat, and all that. Have you taken anything from the set?
I don't know if you recognize my watch. But... no, actually, this is the watch that my character in Army of the Dead wears. But I didn't. I'm such a goody two shoes. I never take anything from work. So I actually went out and bought an item.
Okay.
How lame is that? I don't think I have anything that I wore as my characters. Just like gifts from set, like T-shirts, or on Sucker Punch, Debbie Snyder made us each these necklaces with the weapon that our characters used on it.
Okay.
And so like that is one that I treasure a lot. But yeah, nothing from my actual wardrobe.
Okay.
I would love that. I'm just not brave enough.
Well, you got the watch. You got the identical watch, so that still counts. This is a question that I've been dying to know your answer to. If we had an epic Samantha character battle, right, with your 4 characters that we've named off, Amazonian, Kryptonian, Princess of Outworld, and Zombie Killing Machine, who would you think would win out of the 4?
Oh my god. I think the Kryptonian.
I was leaning towards Kryptonian as well, honestly, yeah.
Yeah, because I think it's more of a gray area with like tactics to win.
Yeah.
I feel like it's literally ingrained in her DNA for warfare, and so she may do things that the Amazonian or even Chambers in Army of the Dead might have moral issues with, or like some sort of code that goes against.
Sure.
So I think the Kryptonian. She was born and bred for it. So yeah, that makes sense.
Good choice. I think I was gonna go with Kryptonian as well. Which is harder for you? Was it doing the stunt work or being a front lead of a movie?
Oh God. Oh, that's a hard one.
Because you've done a lot of stunt work. I've seen the resume. There's a lot.
I think at this point, the being a lead and the acting work was harder for me because it's less familiar.
Okay.
So I was just like terrified every day on set, like, don't mess up. And I guess I just I don't have as much of a feeling for like what I'm doing translates afterwards. Whereas I feel like I've done stunts enough to I know when I do this, it looks like this from these angles, and it works for the story. But I don't have as much experience for like a lead role and having a whole arc and a whole like emotional journey. So that part is more terrifying. And then also, however you're feeling internally, like if you're having a good day or a bad day, it's all this other work to be able to put that aside and fall into the character again. So that is something that I feel like people don't think of necessarily. Like you can see an actor do this amazing work and you're like, wow, that was great. But then I feel like you'd have even more admiration for it if you found out like, oh my God, they had some sort of tragedy in their life while they were filming that, and like you'd never even know it. And I don't know. I just think about that, and I'm like, that's a hard thing. Maybe it's because I wear my emotions on my sleeve, and when I'm sad, I'll like take a day and be sad, or if I'm like happy, I'm like bouncing off of the walls. So to cover that and then focus on the work is something I have to concentrate on.
Yeah, I'm the same way. If my mood is bad, the day's ruined. I can't do anything about it. I just gotta take a day for myself.
Yeah, and then you're shooting a scene where like you won the lottery and you're like, hey.
Yeah, okay. I've seen that you've actually made a couple of short films. Did you want to talk some about that?
Yes, I did just come out with a short film titled Unwelcome, and it's kind of like a feminist thriller with a twist, and I can't give away the twist,
of course,
because I think that's a big part of the story. But it's very much a shift in genres, and that one was a lot of fun to film because it was during the pandemic, and it was very much one of those times where it was like, what if we tell a story like this, and then this happens, and then this happens, and it just became this super fun, fantastical experience that we just went to throw spaghetti at the wall, see what sticks. And we ended up absolutely loving how it turned out. So I do hope everyone can get to see it, but it's hard to talk about this one because the twist is so
it's so big that if you say it might ruin it.
Yeah, and I can give away the beginning part, which is, you know, we're kind of being led to believe that two unassuming hikers are being lured into a precarious circumstance. But that makes it sound like it's a whole other kind of story, because after the twist, everything changes and gets flopped on its head. So if you like stories like that, where you can look back and be like, oh, these were the signs, I should have seen it coming, I think you'll enjoy it. And it's 11 minutes long, so it's a good fun.
There you go.
Watch at any time.
Here's the fun part. We're going to play a little game called Are You a Fan of This or Are You a Fan of That? A ton of puns. All right. So first one. Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
Are you a morning person or a night person?
Morning person.
Scary movies or funny movies?
Both, but I guess funny movies.
Okay. Kryptonian or Amazonian?
Kryptonian.
Ooh.
Surprised me.
Okay. Tacos or burritos?
Burritos.
Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat?
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. Ramen or pho?
Ramen.
Summer or winter?
Summer. I'm Canadian. I know what.
Yeah, winter's gonna be tough. Would you want to travel back in the past or travel into the future?
Do I have to stay there?
Let's say yes.
The past.
Okay. And the final question is, would you want to live in the Mortal Kombat world, or would you want to live in a world with zombies?
The Mortal Kombat world. I mean, I don't want to be terrified of being eaten every day.
That's true. Now you just gotta worry about fighting someone every day in Mortal Kombat, though. But you know, I guess that's the lesser of the two. You answered all the questions. You're probably gotta get back to kicking some butt, right? So, if you guys have not checked out Samantha's work yet, check her out. Again, Army of the Dead comes out in selected theaters May 14th and Netflix May 21st. Follow her on all our social medias. Samantha, is there a prominent or your favorite social media that people should follow you on?
I feel like nowadays, because there's so much more time on social media, I just go through all of them every day. But I couldn't list just one. My official Facebook page is probably the most posted on, but I'm a huge fan and supporter of Vero, but I'm probably most frequently on Instagram and new to Twitter. So those are mine.
We'll be sure to link every single one. Make sure you guys follow her. Before we wrap this up, we have a catchphrase, and I was hoping if you could say it.
My name's Samantha Win, and you just got caged.
Samantha, thank you so much.
Casper Van Dien, though.
Casper was a pretty awesome Johnny Cage. I will say that I loved him as Johnny Cage.
He was a Johnny Cage both on screen and off screen. He had like that cool air about him that's undeniable and charming and kind. Anyways, I could go on about Casper.
Samantha, thank you so much for doing this, and the Cage fam and I appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Characters Jax and Cole Young, but let's say in a hypothetical different universe, if you guys could play a different character in the Mortal Kombat movies, what character would that be?
That's a good question. Good question.